recently, my friend has introduced me to the Terrifier series. I watched it, and I can't lie, this might be my favorite horror franchise of all time. Me with my giant head decided that I should recap and rank them. I will recap the movies and give a tiny little review on it. And then at the end, I will rank them all. It's a Terrifier trilogy, plus All Hallows Eve. I guess that counts as one too, so that's going in there. So I guess then it's a quadrilogy. Quintuplogy, because there's a fourth one coming. Let's get this out of the way. All Hallows Eve. I don't know why it starts like that. The movie's about watching movies and some kind of demon guy being inside of there. This one we got like our biggest cast of main characters. 3. A boy, girl, and babysitter. I legit don't think they have names. The boy he's a boy. That's kind of all you gotta know. The girl's a girl. That's kind of all you gotta know. And the babysitter is the babysitter, I guess. They don't have any parents and they've been gone for 4 years since the babysitter has been watching them this entire time. What do you mean I'm wrong? You got any evidence to back up your claim? Someone, we're not told who, slipped some kind of VHS tape into the boy's bag. And the boy is like, I want to watch whatever's on that tape. What's weird, like, the babysitter kind of like hints that it's something like porn, but the kid is like, it's a scary movie. Oh, let's be real, if it was like a real creep out there, it's gonna be porn. But let's continue. They watch it, and it's a scary movie. Apparently, I've been told that this is the first ever movie that the director made, or something like that. Literally, on my first watching, I thought this was just like a cutaway to the house, because I wasn't even paying attention. I know, like, this is actually like a movie inside the movie. Movieception. So, this is the first movie. The art's just sitting there, and let me be honest, this design is not it. Something's wrong with it. There's something wrong with this design. He gives her some flowers, she doesn't really like it, I don't know why. And I guess she's just, like, trapped somewhere? Why? I thought Art was a killer, and not, like... I thought Art was a killer. I thought Art was a killer and not a Diddy blood. God fucking kill me while I say that shit. Edit that out of the video, don't put that in. Okay, so there's like 3 girls in a room, and like, I'm scared, I'm really scared, and the movie decides that the one who's really scared gets dragged off to her death, and she presumably dies. So they go down there to go look for her. They go down there, and there's a murderer down there, and he kills one of them, and he straps Hallow into a table, and I'm not going to describe the scene, I'm going to skip right over it. One weird comment from my friend later. Back in the real world, that story was so bad. It was so bad. Like, I was interested, and then I kind of just thought, like, yeah, they got caught by the killer. How are they gonna get out? And then they don't get out. I don't really know. The babysitter sends the kids off to bed, and someone eggs her house. I thought that was like a monster that like jumped on the window or something. Like you gotta get those cheap jump scares in. You gotta sell those tickets. So she sends them to bed, and this nice tune starts playing. Ever since I watched it, I've been like hearing that small tune every time I try to go to sleep. She goes back downstairs and starts watching regular TV, you know, cable television. We all know cable television just fucking sucks, so she turned that off and put on something better. Then Movieception 2 happens. This one might be the worst. We get this character who's like, my life is going great. I sure wish that I weren't to die or anything. Then I don't even know what happens here. This like thing, what is that? It's like Squidward. A Squidward looking thing walks up in her house. And is this supposed to be a demon or something? This is just like a regular dude in a suit. You feel like slowly he's walking towards her. Squidward starts hitting the freaking moves, slow dancing and stuff, starts walking towards her. And don't you have a knife or anything? It doesn't look like it has any weapons. This chase scene lasts for like 3 minutes. Nothing really happens. She's just being chased really, really, really slowly, and she just dies. Or, we don't even see her dying. She just gets dragged out. I guess Squidward didn't feel like killing her today. And the entire, like, thing of the movie is that Art, the clown killer, he's inside of every one of these movies, like, haunting them or whatever. In this one, he only shows up as a painting in the last few seconds. Does that even count as him being there? I don't think that even counts as him being there. He shows up in the last 5 seconds of the film. And she's like, this movie sucks. I should watch another one of these. She has the lights on because she's freaking scared of everything. And this third little movie section here is actually pretty good. I like this one a lot. And this one has Art in it too, and he looks slightly different than he did in the first scene. something different about him. It's like this one bun lady showed up. Is that a bun? I don't know. I'm gonna call that a bun. And this like gas station guy is like, get out of here, I don't like you. And others like, why are you racist? And he's like, I'm not racist, man. I just don't like your kind of people. The bun girl goes along with business. And then she walks back and she sees that, yeah, the clerk guy died. And Art's like chopping his head off, and he's like, oh, hi, I see you there. Since you witnessed this, I have to kill you next. And she starts drawing away with the gas that she got because, you know, she went to a gas station. And I guess this dude has freaking teleportation powers because he, like, poofed in front of her car. And then she finds a car that's, like, sitting on the side of the road with its warning lights on. And why would you stop here for this car? What would they have for you? You're currently driving. The person inside the car is dead. She scampers off into this little house. I don't know what the heck this is doing here. As long as she's inside, he gets in because, you know, of course he did. And he's like, grr, and she's like, grr, and he's like, yer, and she's like, nar, and he's like, yer, and she's like, nar, and he's like, ugh. Miraculously, some dude just pops up. Come on, but this is the middle of nowhere. What is he doing here? And Art shows up again, and he pulls out a gun. If you had this the whole time, why haven't you used it? Gun goes boom, the car goes dead. Somehow she lived that? Are you telling me she lived this car crash? And she wakes up and she has like all this body cuts writing on her or something. This is the second time in the movie where they're like body writing, by the way. I think the person might have some kind of fetish for that. Yeah, and now she's amputated. I don't think the movie's beating those allegations anytime soon. Art appears inside of the TV. He's like, yo, can I get in, please? And she's like, nah. And he's like, yer. And she's like, nah. And he's like, yer. And she's like, nah. And he's like, yer. And she's like, nah. And he's like, ugh. And then the kids start screaming upstairs. So, like, you're actually thinking, yeah, they're dead. And, yeah, they're dead. And he just, like, laughs. Art doesn't speak, by the way. And I don't know why. Art kind of just leaves. At the end of the movie, like, it just shows you the kids' dead bodies. And, yeah, those are indeed some dead bodies. It ends like that. Like, it ends like that. Like, what kind of ending is this? There's some things I have to say about this. It's obviously like a 3 scary movies type of thing. Sit down with the family and watch some scary movies and stuff. But, like, I get that the characters aren't the focus. Like, all 3 characters, it's kind of feeling like the snarky bastard to me. I guess I should rank the movies now. Like the mini movies. The middle one goes at the bottom. It freaking sucks. Like, it was completely sauceless. There wasn't really any threatening aura here. And Squidward was like doing that. The first one goes in the middle. The first one, it was having like invested. Except after they got found, it's kind of just body horror and tortured porn at that point. I don't really know. Sometimes these movies go a little bit overboard with the stuff they can be showing you. I know it's supposed to scare you and whatnot, but why does it go this far? Why does it have to be like specifically a nude body? Luckily, it doesn't appear for the rest of the movie. Okay, never mind. It kind of does. I like this one the most because, like, while the killer is chasing the survivor guy, you think she can actually survive. She almost survives, but she messed up the anti-sea bear circle. The last one compared to the first 2, I'm pretty sure you can also tell too. It's just way more interesting. And the final shot of the movie being the dead kids' heads and hands and whatnot. Yeah, what about the ending of the movie? Where's the ending of the movie at? That was the ending. I don't really like that. Let's see how much time of the movie is left from when Art shows up in the mirror to the end of the film. The ending of the movie is in 3 minutes. And it's not really concluded, it kind of just ends. Like, it's a good movie to watch if you want to, like, scare yourself, or Halloween time, I guess. But, like, how interested it gets me in the movie, it didn't really hold me there the entire time. Art the Clown. I like this guy a lot. I don't know that many horror mascots, but this guy is, like, top 2. Maybe even top 1. Now, it's not called The Terrifier, it's just called Terrifier. I guess in this movie, there's no Terrifier ride. I guess just Art himself is the Terrifier. But nobody calls him that. Nobody says... Do people even say the word Terrifier in this movie? I'm not looking for it. The movie starts like this. It's like, man, someone died. Kind of. Someone was attacked by this Art guy. And he's still out there. But she survived. This reporter woman was like, yeah, she's gonna put up. I wish I wasn't me. I'd probably shoot myself if that was me. And then I don't know what this woman is doing inside of her place. What business do you have to be in here? How did you get in here? Don't you not have anywhere else to be? Isn't this like a highly secured area? Wouldn't people constantly be worrying about where you are? They were just talking about what? Did nobody see you walk in? I don't know. So yeah, she kills her, and we're gonna get back to that. Kind of like a big mistake the movie made was telling you at the start of the movie somebody survives. And as you can see, there are only 2 characters. We got Goth Girl here. It's called Goth. And the other one is D. Apparently she has another name, but Goth really likes saying D, so I'm gonna start saying D too. D! And in the first 7 minutes, Art already shows up. Like Goth goes like, I don't like you. And D is like, I like you. And they start freaking fucking with each other. Man, the dynamic between these two, I wonder who these people would fit. You got the eccentric, really happy and loud girl, and then you got the monotone and sad, gloomy girl, and they're best friends. This sounds familiar. Where have I heard this before? Like they're chilling, and then Art walks in, and you like banged the door when you walked in. By the way, I don't know how that happened. Did he mean to do that? Was he supposed to do that? Art walking here looks like the fucking he looks like he knows what he looks like. Like this actor for Art, I forgot his name. But this actor for Art is one of the best actors I've ever fucking seen. He's so expressive, and I love it. But apparently the actor in the first movie, All Hallows Eve, they apparently didn't really have any acting credit, so yeah, I can't really praise them for that. For some reason, like, the guy sees this and he's like, a delightful customer, I'll be with you in a minute. What's wrong with you, man? That guy's clearly, you're gonna question that giant sack of stuff that he has? They have like this death stare thing. This is the exact same shit that I do to people. I stare at them, just like this. And if they were to look back at me like that, with, is that blood in his teeth? And he's like, yo, and she's like, no. And he's like, yo, and she's like, no. So they wouldn't leave, and she's like, let's get a picture with this guy. She goes over there, and she starts like bugging him. And full view of, what the hell, man, put those things away. And she sits on his lap, and the biggest mistake she makes is like, major detail here. Art keeps staring at Goth, and he does not get his eyes off her, even when she sits in his lap, and she takes off his hat on accident. And that is the one thing that makes Art finally break his death stare and starts looking at her. You can tell that heavily bothered him. He goes over and starts fucking with Goth, and he stole somebody's tip money to take that, by the way. But one death scene later, he gets kicked out of the restaurant, and he starts laughing, and you're like, what did he do back there? And this guy takes his bags of... After seeing what that guy just did, you don't look inside of his bag? His trash bag? Like, if you look inside of that bag, the entire movie would be over. The entire series would be over if you just looked inside of that bag. Then Art leaves, and the movie's over. These tires got slashed. I don't know how that happened. And neither do they. Because they're stupid. Goth calls for his sister, Victoria. Victoria's like, you know what, I'm kind of busy right now. I can't really go help you guys out. And then that happens, so she's like, yeah, I can go over there. And they're sitting in the car waiting for Victoria to get there, and Goth has to pee for some reason. Weren't you just at a restaurant, bro? Just go back to the restaurant. Get me that far. But no, you gotta bother this guy right here, who doesn't even live here. It's a rundown building. And this is where most of the movie takes place. I didn't really realize that most of the movie takes place here. So she goes pee-pee, and then she finds this old-looking Michael Jackson-ass woman. She's really... precious. No way you do anything to her. I feel so sorry for her. Go back outside and it's like, watch out, there's a clown on the loose. And she's like, wow. Oh wait. And yeah, Dee's dead. And let's be honest, she died first because she touched his hat. Nobody touches Art's hat and gets away with it. So Goth goes outside and she's like, oh yeah, Dee's dead. And she starts running because Art's there. And like, you know. Some shenanigans later, this is where like one of the torture scenes happened. So yeah, get out of those seats, go refill your popcorn, go buy a Starburst, go use the bathroom if you got it, because these ones last a while. Goth is tied up for some reason, not dead, because Art really likes tying the people to chairs and torturing them instead of just killing them. Stupid. He starts like faking her out, making her flinch, because, you know, serial killer nonsense. He's like, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm going to kill D! Yeah, she's hanging upside down and like, again with the nudity. Why do they always have to be naked during this? Yeah, I currently have this on my video player, and I'm going to like skim around this heavily. But he kind of just gets to the point. He grabs a chainsaw and he chainsaws her from that upside down position, going in this direction. You can imagine how it's gonna feel. And so Goth Girl escapes and she runs upstairs and starts hiding. Yeah, of course he finds her, and she gets the upper hand on him, blocking him with a good old piece of wood. So hard that he actually falls over. He's completely to your mercy, Goth. Now put him out of his misery. What are you doing?
Get up!
Kill him. You're in this guy's domain. Do you think there's not like a weapon lying around? This is a guy known for having weapons. He has a whole bag of weapons. You don't think he had like another weapon with him? Look at that. He has another weapon with him. Her anti-Seabear circle was not complete. She got shot and she died. And the insane woman sees it. She starts to snitch. I can speak English really well. He's like calling someone. He's like, you know what? There may be something going on here. And then Art is like, yo, dumbass. And then he dies. Or I guess he gets knocked out. And then this is like one of the funnier scenes. Art takes a phone and starts smashing up the hammer. bust the thing. He even misses it and like hits the stairs, like hits like the stairs with it, and then he just bangs it again. We're in the same hall that the people in the first movie were in. No, I didn't realize that by myself. I had to have somebody tell me that. Art is like baiting the woman over. Art might actually let this girl live. And I was like panicking to my friend here. I was like, does she live? I need to know if she lives. Like at least tell me if she lives. And he wasn't saying anything. Victoria comes here, she's like, oh yeah, my sister might be dead. She finds the dead, insane woman. Art did this to her. I'm not gonna even describe that. More nudity. Everyone is dead now, except for Victoria. So you're thinking, yeah, obviously Victoria is the one that has to survive this, because we told that there is a survivor. I don't know if they mentioned her name at the start of the movie. I don't think they did. Art starts chasing her, she gets away. Jerry comes back, saves her life, gives away his. Blah blah NTC bear circle. I gotta come up with a new metaphor for this. She shoves him outside, but she can't. It's locked. Art grabs a truck and rams it through. How he did that, I don't know. Is that his car? Look at him jamming out. Yeah, she got ran over. He's about to eat her face. He like completely eats some of her face. Why would you do this? We never seen Art like eating people or like drinking blood before. And the cops arrive because that guy from earlier called the cops. I forgot to mention that. Art's like, no, I'm going on my own terms. And then he shoots himself and he dies. That's the same hall from earlier. I think it's this hall 3 times. It's an underground hospital. It doesn't matter. I'm getting way sidetracked here. Yeah, they're at the hospital and they're like, man, this girl's face is, what the how did she survive that? She's dead, bro. Like, this should kill you by blood loss, right? And some lights start flickering and some weird things are happening. And Art rises? And, no, I guess just both characters live that, because that's freaking insane. Because we're revealed that Victoria is still alive. She just looks like this. This is a cruel detail to remember for later. Yeah, that's the end of Terrifier 1. Now you're asking, why did Victoria kill somebody at the start of the movie? My answer is, I don't freaking know. That's one of the biggest plot holes and one of the biggest lingering plot threads that won't get resolved ever. Terrifier 1, this movie is, it's like by the books. There's a killer and they run from the killer and the killer kills some people and the killer tries to kill the last one and the last one gets away. That's how killer movies go. The 2 main characters were likable enough. Not as much for Goth because she went out in the stupidest way possible. The way it should have been done is like she tries to hit him with the board again. The board breaks, so she's like trying to find something else to kill him with. Then he brings out the gun. That'd be like way better instead of her like letting him shoot her. Just like what? The insane woman dying. I don't really. Like, I'm really glad it happened off screen, but like I feel like more could have been done with her. She only has like 3 scenes in the movie. I don't really feel like she needs any more, but I feel like she should have done one of the scenes that she was in. Weird character there. I don't know what. Like it was sad seeing her die because she didn't do anything. It's fine. It's okay. It has some downsides. The upsides are better than that. And apparently there's a reason why Art got resurrected. I'll be explained in Terrifier 2. Oh man, this recording was gonna be a long video. Terrifier 2 starts off with trash, because that's what the series is. It starts off right where we left off. Like, literally, right where we left off. And I really like when movies do this. I really like when a sequel starts off literally in the exact same area when the last one ended. Art's like, yeah, I've been revived. And tries to call someone. Who are you gonna call for this? Who's gonna believe you? And I didn't see this on my first time watching this. He takes out like a mini mallet hammer thing, hits his eyeball, and puts it inside of his own socket when he shot it out with a gun. He replaced his own eye with somebody else's. That's freaking insane, dude. I never noticed that. And takes some of his stuff and put it inside of a newly created bag of weapons. This this bottle would be useful for later in the movie. You know what this guy's thinking? You know what? I just died, and I just got revived. First thing I'm gonna do is take this guy's eye, but the second thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go wash my clothes. We got the silent nutter over here, naked Art, who has decent looking booty cheeks. The washer turns off and starts malfunctioning. He's like, my clothes. He keeps his mask on for some reason. I don't know why he doesn't wash that. There's just some kind of weird demon looking girl over there. Her design is based on something. I don't know what it is. I've only been told what it is. I don't know what it is. So he does not look. This is the funniest fucking face I've ever seen from this guy. He's like, who the hell are you? She was like, yo. And he's like, yo. And what the? Guys, this might be my least favorite character in the entire series. And she boops his nose. They really fight each other's company. Enjoyable. And the silent noter wakes up and sees a nude guy with giant shoes covered in blood, as you normally would on a Friday night. So Art gets himself cleaned up, kills the silent nutter, and the movie begins. It actually begins with this wonderful song playing. I've added it to my playlist. I've listened to this song plenty of times. Go listen to it again. It's a freaking amazing song. I'm really happy I was introduced to this. Now, my main character is Sienna. She's putting together a costume because of the Halloween party going up. She's going as a Valkyrie, I think, right? Yes, 2 family members. A mother. She's a bitch. Let's not talk about her. Jonathan. He's kind of like a smart guy. He knows about the lore and stuff, and he helps out Sienna and the other story, and blah, blah, blah. Et cetera, et cetera. Hetero, etc. Alright. Sienna's short or is her mother tall? What the hell is this? I'm sitting back there and because, like, you know, they're chill with each other. Jonathan's, like, admiring and observing her costume. Like, yo, is this sword a part of the costume? And she's like, nah. But, like, don't touch that. This sword will be a useful part of the series, continuing on. And I really want that sword. Like, a replica of it. I want to just, like, hold it and pretend I'm fighting stuff with it. I sound stupid for saying that, I'm sorry. And Jonathan, he's talking about art, and Sienna's like, what's the deal with art? He's like, well, it's something that can go on in many different mediums. You could classify art as music. Or for say, paintings. What's the big deal with art? Well, I never found his body, so he's probably still alive out there. And I'm the one that has to tell the world about it. And this scene is much more early in the movie than I thought it was going to be. He like falls asleep and has a dream that she's in some kind of cereal commercial, and art is there. Stuff starts going wrong as it does. And then a really important detail happens because like most of the streams don't really matter. We're thinking like, is art like some kind of like demon guy that shows up in people's dreams? Well, apparently no, not really. I don't know how many times this happened or not, but he's apparently just a normal guy. And then he manifested the power of a demon at the end of Terrifier 1, who revived him, and I guess she follows him now. And now he has demon powers like he did in All Hallows Eve. But he's still as durable as a normal human. As a flamethrower, he shoots her. Take a closer look here. She uses the sword, and it doesn't just absorb the flames, it deflects the flames away from her, which then causes her room to become on fire. Well, not her room, like, causes her costume to be on fire. But if you just look, the sword is also on fire, but specifically only the blade part. So I don't know how this would happen. It started from the candle in the middle of the room, under the wings. If the fire were to actually start from the wings, it would not spread to the sword. My mini theory is that like what just happened actually did happen, but I don't know how like you can like interact with the sword in your dreams while also happening in real life. And then art, and I'm gonna call female art. I'm gonna call her female art. Let's call her Fart. So Art and Fart are watching a program, and he's like, yo, I remember that girl. Didn't I kill you before? You best brush up on your anti-CBR circle skills. I see one oval, you're done for. Art and Fart start terrorizing Jonathan. Like, that's cool. Get him some trouble. Make this cool thing that he was the one that brought the dead spots into school. So now he got suspended. Go home and Jonathan got freaking grounded for something he didn't even do, man. Sienna and friend are at stores. She buys new wings. And Sienna and friend walk right past Art. And Art's like, yo. And of course, she doesn't say yo back to him, so he gets pissed off about that. One of the better moments in the movie, Sienna's just like chilling, checking out stuff. And then right in front of her, boom. It's Art. The little eyebrow raise he does. It's perfect. Like, this specific character for a horror franchise is so it's so funny, it's horrifying, it's clever, it's just really good. I really like Art as a character and what he does. Like, he's doing this just to mess with her. He's even having his own fun with it. The dynamic begins. Art versus Sienna. It's like, I think what he tries to do is like kill everything else and then get to her. To like shred the hope out of her. And then you try to kill her anyways. They expanded upon this in the third movie, but this is the second movie, so let's continue. So she goes to buy the wings, and the guy's like, give me money. And she's like, oh yeah, I left my money inside my... Art drops it right in front of her. The tension in this scene is way too good. One Funko Pop player, he buys them. And like, you can still see him in the background, he's still posing like that. And then Art whips it out. And we all know what he's gonna do. It's one of the best moments from Art. It's one of his iconic items, the clown horn. We know what he's gonna do. We know why he's gonna do it. And we know exactly how everyone else is going to react. I'll just let the clip play for itself.
Stop! Please stop! Please! Hey, buddy.
So Sienna leaves after buying his stuff. Then he flips the sign on the store and locks the door. And like a little gag here, he takes out chains, pliers, keys, I think, a bottle, a hammer, some pennies, a butcher's axe, and then some bills with the blood on them. The shocked expression he gives, and then the smirk he gives right after that. I love that from him. And he threatens Art, big mistake. Then Art kills him. Goodbye. And this is one of the more tamer kills of the series. Why can't every time somebody dies it looks like this? Somewhat tame. This scene is like top 2 scenes in the entire movie. It's a really good scene. It establishes the killer guy, his connection to the main character, the kind of things that he would do, how she feels towards him. And of course, like, you know, that one guy got killed in the same way. They go home and they're like, and Jonathan's still like in trouble or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go past that. He shows Sienna a book from their dad, and this drawing inside of the book is actually a character that has the same Halloween costume as Sienna. I wonder what that would be. Jonathan's like, this is all precognition. Our dad knew that Art was going to be here. The person wearing this costume is destined to kill Art. And that's you. One death scene set up later. We're at the scene where she has her full costume. I will hold back my comments.
For the love of God, drop the meat!
Cut back to home. Or, this isn't home. Cut back to specifically the friend's house that bumped into Art earlier. She didn't say go back to him, so I guess he wants to kill her now. He, starts killing her. Now let's see how much of the scene I can go through without feeling nauseous. She's on the bed. She gets scalped, so like the top of her head is off. And you know what? I'm just not gonna. You know what? She dies. All right, she's dead. I'm not describing any of this. I'm too scared to look. Too much of a baby. Can't handle this. And she's going on to the next scene. So she's dead, and then her mom goes up there. I think he kills her mom too. -2. So Art uses the dead mother's head as a trick-or-treat ball. All these people, including the adult women, are fucking dumbasses. How do you not know what? How do you not know what? Doesn't this have a smell? You can feel it. Look at him. I don't know. I guess in this universe, blood doesn't have a scent. And I guess dead bodies don't leave flies or anything. This little light side of Art, they start taking some candy, and Art like slaps his kid's hand, and he's like only take one piece. Back at home, Jonathan is like examining the sword. And the mom comes back, and this is the scene that like legit made me hate her. He's like, you should go do something to make yourself feel better. He's like, dude, that wasn't me at the school. He's like, I know it wasn't you, but I can't believe that it wasn't not you. And Jonathan's like, look at this journal. This is the future that we're looking at. And she thinks he's insane. He's like fuck you, mom, and he starts running away. Grave mistake here, knowing that there's currently a killer clown out there. It's nighttime, near Halloween. We all know what happened to him. Sienna's at the party, chilling. It's kind of just walking around. I can't really find someone to dance with. Now, if it were me, I probably can't see those videos on YouTube. In the first 10 minutes, I would either get kicked out or I would find my lover. Anyways, mother is stress drinking. She's like, I can't believe my son said that to me. Well, you probably shouldn't have said those things to him, you freaking bitch. The word bitch got rid on the car. I don't have a script for this. I kind of just freehand this, whatever. But like, the word bitch is actually there. I don't know, what do you know? So she's like, grrr. Outside, Jonathan's walking around. There's a unmarked black van farts inside of there, and Jonathan starts running, except we can clearly tell he didn't get really far. Back at the party, there are two people introduced, bitch and douchebag. They are a bitch and they are a douchebag. So Sienna, you should learn to have fun more. So I lace your shit. She pulled the it's been a while since it's been like 9 videos since I said this. She pulled the canonical foolish woman, I laced you shit. It's been good to say that again. Mom calls Sienna. She's like super angry at Jonathan. Like, I'm going to kill Jonathan. Jonathan like ruined the car and stuff. I don't like him. He's doing all this crazy things. Why would he do this? We all know it's not Jonathan, but she just thinks that it is. And then Sienna starts getting all sentimental. The nice character development for Sienna. She just like breaks out a random I love you to her mother. And he gets all confused.
I don't say it enough. I love you too. Go and enjoy your party. I'm sorry I bothered you.
That's such a good scene. She's like on Molly, but she still says it anyways. And it hurts even more that like this is the mother's last scene. It almost makes me want to like her, even though she's like really she hates Jonathan. Like with the stress drinking earlier, she actually like cares about her son. She told Sienna to like not take any like hard drugs while she was gone. She found that she did indeed take hard drugs while she was gone, and she looked past it and just hoped that she enjoyed her night. This is a really good character moment, both for Sienna and her mother. This is what the first movie should have had more of. Moments of characters interacting better in a way that made them feel more human. This was a really good scene. I like it a lot. Has my opinion on the mom changed? Oh my god. Jeez. I think my opinion on the mom changed, guys. I kind of like her a little bit more. She rolls on the windows and Art's like, yo. And then she dies. Unfortunately. She kind of died rather quickly. Thank you for not giving us a 4-minute long scene of this. And suddenly, Fart just shows up at the club. Do you constantly know where Sienna is all the time? Just kill her in her sleep. Or I guess you can't really do that either, because... whatever. And Sienna's like, whoa, look, a demon girl. And everyone's like, okay, you're just tripping. Let's get you out of here. Jonathan comes home, sees this. And out walks out, he's like, yo, I shot your mother in the head. She gone! And then he starts freaking out. He's like, nurr. And Art's like, yer. And he's like, nurr. And Art's like, yer. Jonathan gets hit by the door. He starts crawling on the floor like he's crippled or something, when he's really evidently not. And then Fart is also here, which I guess just that demonstrates that she can be in 2 different places at the same time. I guess that kind of makes sense. She's not real. Johnny gets put out of commission for something to not killed. Like, come on. What do you need him for? And now Art has the sword. A bitch and douchebags start being bitches and douchebags. That one trope happens where the characters believe something that we know isn't true. For some reason, Sienna also believes that Jonathan legit did that to the car. What's up with these characters, man? Jonathan calls her and starts asking her to find him. Except that's not actually him, it's a skinwalker. Art's doing it, and if Art can speak, Art cannot. She doesn't really talk in this movie, but she talks a lot in the third one. Bitch is doing a lot to like hate on Sienna. Sienna, you shouldn't feel bad about this person at all. She put Molly in your drink, and you still want to consider this person a friend? Sienna starts looking for Jonathan, and it turns out that he's not just lost somewhere, he's stuck in a specific place. Yeah, the movie drops its title like 75% of the way through. So bitch and douchebag start making out inside of the car. And he's like, I got more drugs. And they do more drugs. One jump scare later, Art shows up and he cuts off his balls, and he really is going down on those balls. Inside the haunted house, the Terrifier haunted house, it's just cornered by Art. And look at that, it's like another rectangular object. But Art has mastered his sea bear circle penetrating skills. And look, there's the ball from earlier. I told you it was gonna show up, and he burns her. I don't know what kind of chemical this is, but it does that to her. And you can see in the background it says Art was here. Has he committed several murders here? Probably. Let's be honest, did anybody care about these two characters dying? Nobody did. And nobody's ever going to. So Sienna walks in, sees that she's dead, and Art is doing this exact pose that he was doing earlier on in the movie. Except a bit more sinister in this scenario. And he says, yo. You can see again, Sienna is absolutely not wanting anything to do with this guy. And they start fighting. And I mean fighting, no weapons. And he figures her to be down for the count. And he goes on to go get Jonathan. He takes this like mini knife to try and kill him for some reason. I don't know why he has this. He starts making like tiny cuts on him, and he starts like laughing. This is the second time that Art got distracted. Sienna got to get hit, and she gets the weapon stuck in his head, his own weapon. Look at him trying to yank it out of his head. Small break. Jonathan is like, a demon needs you here, and she's like, why? He's like, I don't know. They used me to lure you here. Instead of killing me afterwards, they just kept me inside of that room. And so Art shows up again, and he uses like this whip chain thing. Like, look how many minor cuts that is. I'm pretty sure a 12-year-old can survive this. 1 gazillion minor cuts later, Sienna just grabs the weapon, and he honestly looks confused. Like, did you not expect this to happen? And she starts hitting him with it, and she gets a nice stabbing on him, except that's not enough to kill him. And then Jonathan has a gun, and Art's like, please don't shoot me, and then he dies. And that's the end of no, let's get him. So Art is apparently dead, but suddenly her mom shows up, but we all know that's not what happened. It's Fart. She grabs Sienna's face, and she's like, basically, yeah, she died, which only saddens Sienna more. And I guess during that little mind trip, Art decided to just pick up Jonathan and drag him over here. Again, not kill him, scare Sienna a little bit more. Like, kill Sienna, she's literally right there. Dude, you can like see Art turn around with a smile on his face, and it instantly fades when he sees that Sienna. And now he attempts to kill her. Wait, what the hell? Did my file I think my file of the movie got corrupted. Art just chokes her out, then she just dies like that. And he just chokes her, and she falls into hell. Apparently this is hell. If this is actually apparently hell. My friend told me this was hell. Why is it inside of like the commercial place? Did she dream of hell? Yeah, the sword is still there. So Art decides to go back and finish off Jonathan. I don't know why he didn't do it earlier. But it seems that Sienna has died. He had drowning. She died in hell. I don't know if that makes much sense. But the wound that Art gave her from the sword seems to heal. Like, the whole thing here, that's apparently theorized, is that Sienna did die, and she got revived by like a heavenly figure, so much how Art got revived by a demon figure. She comes back up and she just kills Art, and he dies, yeah. And he actually dies this time. Like, legitimately, he's gone. Except Fart is still here. She takes his head and leaves. Both Sienna and Jonathan are just watching it happen, even though I think this character throughout the entire movie has not harmed anyone at all. The siblings bring each other into a warm embrace, enjoy their life for another day, and the credits start rolling. That is Terrifier 2. But wait, there's end credit scenes. We see Victoria, and judging from this, we can tell that Bart has done something to Victoria. But basically what happened now is Victoria has been possessed, I think, by Fart, and Art is being revived due to that. And that is the end of Terrifier 2. This one might be my favorite in the entire series. It has actual story, actual characters, and it's just all about enjoyable. And you're actually rooting for the main character to get out, instead of like asking, like in the first movie, you already know the main character lives, technically. I guess Victoria is the main character of the first movie, but whatever. You already know Victoria lives at the beginning of the first movie, so there's no tension there. But here, you don't know who's gonna die. It's really cool how they only got her character fleshed out in the middle half of the movie, stretching on to the end. Because like throughout the beginning parts, it's just like she's just, you know, she's just an average woman living her life, doing her thing. But then you learn how much she cares about everyone and how much of like a good big sister she is. Really good shit there. The mother too. I upon rewatching it, I grew a likeness for her that I didn't have before. How stressed out she was about everything and the approach she took to it. Like especially the scene where she told Sienna not to go drinking or not to like take anything, and she ended up taking something, and she just hoped that she had fun that night. That was one of the best moments. Jonathan, I don't think Jonathan had too much of a character. He's kind of just like the lore guy. He helped out Sienna. He uses bait to make her go into the Terrifier. Regarding like the Terrifier thing, this horror movie, this horror house, what? Horror house? Horror house? This haunted house wasn't really in the first movie. So what the heck is Terrifier? Or the Terrifier, or a Terrifier? But I guess the Terrifier now in lore, lightly retconned, or haunted house. I keep almost saying horror house, that's not a thing, that's not what it's called. What is Fart? Where did she come from? What did Art do after he got revived? Why does he hate Sienna so much? Why does he kill everyone but Sienna? Well, see, all these questions get answered in the third movie. And the third, in my opinion, the best out of the 3 movies so far, Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3 starts with a nice looking family. I thought that was Sienna the first time watching this. She puts her daughter to bed, and the daughter's like, I love living. And Art sneaks in, kills the husband first. Yeah, this is the first time that he kills a man. Never mind. That was in the first movie. Yeah, he kills everyone in the house, besides the little girl. The girl is alive. Like, come on, guys. Now, you can see here that he's like eating the cookies, because he's Santa. This movie's Christmas theme, by the way. The axe on the table has fresh blood on it. He hears the sound of the girl, looks at her, waves, and cuts back to the axe, which does not have any more blood on it. The girl is alive. I will not stand for any hearsay. Anyways, let's continue. Turns out that Art was not actually dead, and Fart is controlling Victoria. And we have a guy dressed as Art on the bus. Wants a picture of him. And I think this is the only guy that Art meets that he hasn't killed, because he likes him. If I was Art, I wouldn't kill him either. I want to be this for Halloween. I really want to be Art for Halloween. I can even, like, completely master the whole not speaking thing. I've done it before. It's like, now that they're like in a rundown house, and this happens. This exact scene happened between me and my friend one day. I can't express how much of me and him that is. Some rat shit crazy stuff goes on. Do you get it? Because I said rat, and there's it sounds like bad. Whatever. Introduction to family, the second family. We got the uncle, not the dad. He's not Sienna's dad. He's Sienna's uncle. I forgot his name. Let's just call him Uncle. Uncle with the trunk. No, he doesn't have no ass. Let's just call him Uncle. Then we got Aunt. She's an aunt. Then we got Gabby. Basically like mini Sienna. She's kind of cool. She has her own cool fighting spirit. She knows about the stuff between her and Art. It's like a mini-me. Except she's like a kid. I don't know how old she is, but she's just a kid. That's all I know. So we see what exactly Art did. He kind of just killed some guy and just sat in a chair for 5 years. I don't know why he sat there, but he did. One scalping and one pussy later wrecked the house. There's really nice food. This suddenly bitch shows up from the second movie. And she's like, yo, how about that rice, man? Take some of that rice, please? Starving over here, man. Give me some of that rice. And Sienna just goes, like, you know, you got me killed. You still want to give me some damn rice? What's your problem, man? Give me some rice, man. You let me die. You give me some rice. So Sienna feels that all this is her fault. Why? How is any of this in your control? For existing? I don't know, like, I'll spend upon that later. So Jonathan's here, he's a little bit older. So that was sort of a college dorm, I think. And he goes upon this cut couple. That is the perfect name for them. Let's just keep that name, actually. And the guy's like, I love my girlfriend. And she's like, yo, you're the guy. You survived an encounter with Art. We all know how the scene goes, and I don't really like the scene. The characters are fine, I just don't like the scene. I don't like the dynamic between Jonathan and the cuck girlfriend. Like, come on, man, get some attention to your man. This is making me feel like it's gonna happen to me someday. Anyways, let's move on. Gabby shows up in Sienna's room. She's like, man, you seem kind of freaked out back there. You good? And Sienna's like, yeah, I'm good. Telling the worst lies ever. And the next scene after that is literally just Art killing some mice. Cool to know, I guess. He just kills some mice and that's it. One makeup scene later, we get the Santa bar scene. Art shows up and he does some Art things. You think for a good moment, man, it's gonna be another person that he doesn't kill. Except, no, he pisses on his leg. And here they make the biggest mistake ever. It's like they throw him across the room, and while doing that, they mess up his hat. No one messes up Art's hat and gets away with it. So here, Art really decided, I'm just gonna kill all these guys, I might as well have fun while I'm doing it. So he starts mocking them, starts laughing, and then he reaches in his bag and he learned his lesson. First thing he pulls out, see guys, this is why you don't mess with Art's hat. You see how much he cares about his hat? He will kill you if you touch that thing. So he strips down Santa, takes his clothes, and he freezes him. This is another part of him putting someone in a chair and torturing them. But on Uncle are like, man, that thing at the table is some weird stuff, huh? Yeah, maybe Sienna isn't okay. You know what would make Sienna feel really good? a nice good bowl of rice. Next thing we can see Sienna writing to her over a little journal here, and she writes about what happened, and she reads a little note, and okay, I can finally pause and read this. Reading this one note explains so much of the lore to me. Why wasn't I told this earlier? No, I was told this, but I'm kind of bad at listening. So, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, please. I'm kind of stupid. A demon was summoned because art is evil. Sure, which means an angelic thing can be summoned because Sienna is like a really good person. If the demon enters the world, a counterpart must be appointed to stop it from becoming too powerful, and that is Sienna. She is aware that she has to stop all this stuff from happening. Why aren't you looking for the demon girl right now? And most importantly, why didn't you kill her back then? Pretty sure that you can kill that thing pretty easily. Anyways, on the next scene, some kids taking a picture with Sienna, and then we see Sienna inside the hall. And she sees him, and he stops to also look at her. Art is back. And here Sienna really starts losing her mind. She immediately calls Jonathan. She tries to keep together, loses her cool a little bit. She doesn't even want to hear about any questions related to him. That's how afraid she is of Art. Really nice characterization of what happened to her in the second movie. Drags him off by herself, and she goes, he's back. He starts acting as Stan, he starts causing some chaos, and he gives her a doll. And obviously people catch on that, like, that's not a real Santa. So they kick him out, and I feel like this would be a much more bigger issue. Like, you wouldn't want to trust somebody that you didn't hire to sit around with kids, even going near them, and they give something to the, you know, I'm just gonna move on. And this one kid opened the box, and he's like, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. And the way this is like, the way this scene goes is so fucking funny. Just look at this. Just look at this.
I wonder what I got. Hurry!
Oh my god. It's like a fucking meme or something. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Moving Moving on. Jonathan comes back to his room and starts stressing out about everything. And he's freaking out too much. Drops his phone and he starts going through it. Sienna gets home, looking at her gift. Where did she get this, by the way? Apparently Gabby wrapped it herself. It's eat dinner time. Gabby's like, sure, but don't give Sienna cereal. She brings her out to her room, questions her, how do you know I don't like cereal? Okay, I'm sorry, I read your diary, or journal thing. It's a journal. Yeah, journal. So did everything that happens out of the book, was it real? She was like, it's not real. I'm just insane. And of course, Gabby didn't believe a single goddamn word of that. They go downstairs and like, there's a bombing at a place that Art was at earlier. You know what happened here. I can't really speak right now. I have like worms eating my brain cells. There's like a news report. There's a news report on the TV. And this guy on the TV is like actually, that's what happened word for word. Sienna calls, she's like in a hysteric moment right now. Really consistent with the character to feel not safe at all. And we can see that it's Jonathan, the real one, picking up the phone here, and he says he'll be there soon. And on the other side of things, he's like at a party place that the couple is at, and he plans on killing them. And yeah, they shower and he kills them. This is a fucking crazy scene, by the way. And he like chainsaws this dude's freaking body in half. Like, what the fuck? Also, he left a blood angel, but his shoes are so freaking big that they didn't even leave the print of the angel. It somehow left like a mini angel with somebody's foot in the shot. Can we get that out of there? And so now we get here. Some key things to pay attention to. We don't see Jonathan talking, but we do hear him. The last time this has happened, he was using his phone as a voice, or they're using his voice as a cologne. Oh my god. They were using his voice as a clone. So, like, obviously, like, the uncle got trapped, or tricked. We can tell that's the demons. Listen.
I'll be right there.
And Verizon, I should've got AT&T. Flashback scene to Bedada. We finally see him, and he seems kind of insane. Like Bird Box. This is the Bird Box one. This is Bird Box 2. So Gabby is like... Is this Gabby or just Sienna? What the f... No, this isn't Sienna. This is Gabby. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm bad with facial recognition. This is Gabby. But Gabby's with the dad. And he drew this character for Gabby. And she tries to touch it. And when she does, I don't really know what's going on here at all, I'm gonna be honest with you. But that happens. He tells her, I am always with you. And we get what I can only assume to be a lot of his drawings just doing whatever they want. But I guess it means that his drawings are real characters. Or they're like people that are like fated to be the characters. Or something like that. If this one right here looks really familiar. And we get like another little tease of like voice cloning. Can you guess who was doing the voice cloning? Art. She was. And yeah, that's a dead body on the wall. Whose body is, I think it's the uncle's. So yeah, they got him. He died off screen. That's the shot that I remember from the trailer because it was like a really nice shot. Her running up the stairs and getting dragged down by Art was an amazing shot. He hits her in the gut with a hammer and throws her over a couch onto a table, and then knocks her out. If she weren't in a movie, she'd probably be dead from that. She wakes up, and this is where the rest of the movie takes place. Again, it all takes place in, like, the whole scene takes place in one spot. There's 30 minutes left in this movie. Take note of what is about to happen. Bart notices a gift, and it's like, this is to my mother. Whoever was the actor for Fart, a lady demon, he did a good job too. This is some good acting. I feel horrified looking at this and hearing her voice. They did a really good job. And then Fart opens the box. Let me repeat, Fart opens the box, and Art is kind of just in the background, just doing, like, you know, he's just doing Art shit. He's just like, he's just scaring her, because Art really likes scaring people, and I really like that Art likes scaring people. It's so freaking funny. Look at Art raising his eyebrows on her. He's so funny. Is he looking at Sienna and doing that? What a fucking sick bastard. That's so hilarious. Art decides that's enough chair bouncing for now, and so she rips the tape off of, she rips the tape off of the aunt, and she's like, where's my daughter? Where is Gabby? Allow me to show you where your daughter is. And you're like, there he is! Or, there she is! She's inside of the cage, she's already dead. Now that's your fucking daughter. Sienna's like, actually got someone just like shot her in the back of the head, and you're just like, I'm so sad. My daughter's dead. And Sienna's fucking losing her mind over there. Like, this isn't even Sienna's daughter. It's like her niece? Sister? No, like sister-in-law? What the fuck? But it's something. I know the mother was told not to scream, but nobody can not scream after seeing that. Like, Sienna's the one screaming. Then Art hits her with a shot up. And then they kill her after that. Can I skip this scene? They force feed her some food, and she died of happiness because the food tasted so good. Yummy, delicious. Anyways, they're like, surprise, bitch! She's actually still alive, you dumbass! Gabby's still alive! Dumbass. So this means they killed the mother only after, like, lying to her face saying that Gabby was dead. What the fuck, bro? Not just seeing that Gabby is still alive and that she knows about the stuff like pure evil and pure good and what nonsense. She really wants to, like, fight for Gabby. She even says you can kill her, but leave Gabby alone. Art puts this thing on her head. I don't know why she does this. It probably means something. They're like holiness and like Jesus Christ and pure good and whatnot. I don't know. I'm just looking at this like it's an item from the Binding of Isaac, or it's that one thing that Jesus Christ had on in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I mean, he wasn't bleeding there, but she's bleeding here. I guess he just thinks those. So if Gabby is not the one who's dead, who is? They reveal that it's actually Jonathan. Now stop, pause. There are some theories here. Some people think Jonathan is not dead, while the other half think that he is. I am of the other half that thinks that he is dead. My reasoning, they have, like, his head, his skull, it's literally right there. What the fuck? Jonathan said he would be on the way here. They clearly know where these guys are at all times. They cloned his voice, or like imitated his voice. I think the second movie shows that like he has to like be close to them for them to do this, I think. Or I guess they can just hear them? I guess they can just hear them? They're cloning the dad's voice, and he's dead. But he's also right next to them on the wall in that room. That's like my little, it's like my small little theory. Probably the most damning thing. They have Jonathan's glasses. How would they get his glasses if he's not dead? Why would they only take his glasses and not kill him? They even tell Sienna that it's Jonathan. They tell Sienna to her face after killing Jonathan that Jonathan is dead. And they got rid of everything that she would ever have any hope in. Why would they do this and leave him alive? That would be the worst writing decision ever. So far as trying to take control of her body to get rid of like the only good source that can stop them. It's like a better thing to take over Sienna's body instead to like kill her. Because like another source of like pure good would just probably just like spawn in and kill them anyways. I don't know. And Sienna fights back. Fart's like, you're her. And Sienna's like, no. And Fart's like, you're her. And Sienna's like, no. And Fart's like, you're. And Sienna's like, no. And she's like, fine then, freaking dickhead. No wonder they chose you. Now who the heck is this they? Will we ever find out who this they is? I sure hope so. We don't find out in this movie. There's only 17 minutes left. But that's a really nice, important piece of information that we actually need for the story to go on. Does she mean the figure of holiness that chose Sienna so she could be the one to wield the sword? It could be anyone. This could be her father. This could be her father's characters. This could be fucking God himself. So Art prepares to kill Gabby. So so she would have absolutely no hope left. Reminder, they say that Gabby is the only thing left keeping Sienna from letting them in. So yeah, Jonathan's fucking dead. That's kind of just confirming that Jonathan's dead. Why does nobody want to believe that Jonathan's dead? And Gabby was like, I didn't get to open my present yet. And Fart's like, we can't kill you without opening a present now, can we? Are you fucking stupid? A piece of dialogue that I really like is Fart asks if Gabby wrapped it herself, and then she tells her that she did a shitty job at wrapping it. Just like the first present, she opens it, but she doesn't even completely open it. It's just like a box. She opens it and she sees a box. She doesn't even open the box. Art takes a kid, and Art does what he does best. He tortures somebody that's inside of a chair. Yep, that's 3 times in 3 movies. If Art doesn't torture somebody in a chair in the 4th movie, I'm gonna fucking riot. So he breaks her knuckles and lets her open the box. But then...
Best gift ever.
It's so badass. I love that scene. Sienna was so badass there. And she gets right to work. Immediately ending Fart's life. Wasting no time. Throws it straight into her chest. Because she resents these guys. They took everything from her just about. And she beheads her. Which I guess is like the rule for killing her. Fart has died. Sienna, rightfully so, she was fucking pissed off at her. And he's like, the sword, how do you know about the sword? She's like, I read the book, remember? So I guess she planned on, like earlier in the movie, she planned on giving her the sword for Christmas? Wouldn't she already have that? Where did she learn how to find it? Did she just find it on her own? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Chainsaw jump scare. Oh, God. Chainsaw jump scare. This sword is keeping up with the chainsaw, bro. I think it overpowered his edge. She's like, they gotta nerf this thing, dude. Gabby, being the little mini Sienna she is, it's like a little pulse stick thing, I don't know what that is. And she hits Art with it. She should be like scared even. But she has a willingness to fight him, and he just knocks her away because, yeah, it's a kid. So she has to start killing Sienna again because now that the demon has died, he's not as strong as he used to be. He ends up disarming her, and she ends up disarming him. Except that only lasts 2 seconds. And another like bit of comedy. Art shoves her face into the uncle's organs and tries to choke her with it. She has to like rip the organ apart. Then Art kind of just like, oh, I can't use these things anymore. He just slaps her with it. And they arm themselves. He grabs an axe, she grabs a sword, but she's faster. Art is like a normal human. He keeps the stick up by being silent, even when he's stabbed and pinned against the wall. And this entire time, Gabby is looking at the dead Fart's body, and the blood pool that came out of the corpse caused an opening to hell to open. I've been told this is hell. We can clearly see in this shot that she's like in the middle of the hole and has nothing to grab onto. But suddenly, like 2 seconds later, she got on something apparently and has not even fallen a single foot. Sienna has 2 choices: kill Art or let Gabby live. She chooses to save Gabby, which is another good moment from Sienna here. She cares about the people near her the most, even willing to let Art get away just to save Gabby's life, her only remaining will to go on. She uses the sword to pull her up, except it fails. Gabby has the sword still, but she isn't dead. Gabby still has the sword, trapped in hell now, and Art has vanished. She looks at her hands and realizes that the wounds from the sword are being healed. The sword can't hurt her. Sienna swears that she'll find Gabby again. The movie closes with an injured Art getting on a bus, but he's not done yet. That was Terrifier 3. Now, as a hyper dumbo myself trying to explain something like this that doesn't have too good media literacy, I think this one's really good. This one made me laugh more, made me feel more for the character, especially Sienna, because we focus on Sienna a lot more in this movie. This movie's like mainly only Sienna and some of Gabby. Jonathan's still here, but we don't focus on him too much. And we learn a lot in this one. We learn that Art is actually like drawn to Sienna, or knows that she's the only one that can kill him, so he goes back to her. We know that Sienna and Jonathan are really scarred, and they're scared and scarred of Art. So much so that Sienna doesn't want to talk to it about anyone, except writing it in her personal journal. Sienna as a character is my favorite part of this movie. Sienna as a character and how she's grown, and the effects of the second movie carrying on to this one is what makes it my favorite one. And Sienna, one of my favorite characters. If not my favorite character. And we know that she truly believes this because this is the quote that she uses from Jonathan to convince him to help her kill Art. Along with that, she worries that it's her fault that her friend died, and that her own mother died, and that it's her fault too for Art showing to this house and killing basically almost everyone in the household besides Gabby. But she puts it all on her because Art is clearly just gonna go to wherever she is. I would expand on the mother as a character, but I kind of don't want to. Oh, I won't. She was kind of only in the second movie, and I feel like I said enough about her there. So yeah, the aunt and uncle, I won't say anything about them either. They exist, and they tell Gabby to not believe Sienna. Then they both die. But I into Jonathan as a character. He's not too much in the second movie. I mean, he's not too much in the third movie, I guess. Kind of started off as, like, as Sienna would put it, Mr. Know-It-All. He knows about art. He knows about things the artist done. He knows about the survivor of art, Victoria. He's aware of demon art, or fart, coming out. And that she has to be destroyed for all this to stop. She revived art 2 times. That's insane how that happened. And Jonathan kind of caught on that, you know, killing the same guy twice is just gonna let somebody res it. So this just target her instead. This means Art no longer has a demon who can resurrect them, making the stakes for the 4th movie even bigger. Like, he's clearly still paranoid about it because you see here, he's still paying attention to what's going on with Art and everything surrounding it. It's like that they're always, even though they don't want to go through all of this, they have to do it together. And they both try to keep, like, other people out of it so nobody else gets hurt. And the first thing Jonathan almost does is text his aunt saying that Sienna came here and he's about to say that they saw Art there. And, like, tell them about Art, which would also put them in danger. Gabby as a character is really interesting to me. She's in the 3rd movie. Again, I'm running this without a script, so, like, I'm sorry if I messed anything up. I'm kind of just freeballing it. A lot more of, like, an unprofessional vibe around here, like, just chilling around. Gabby as a character is very interesting to me in the 3rd movie. She has to be in the 4th, like, come on. And she's kind of just, like, a kid. But then we're shown that she's connected to the father. And around the middle part of the story, it happens off screen, she reads Sienna's diary. Journal. All of it. From the drawings to art to the sword. She knows everything. Instead of freaking out like a normal kid would, she keeps the secret and doesn't tell anyone. And the reason she read the book was because she wanted to know why Sienna is so scared and everything, and what's wrong with her. And her also being a really caring person. She even worries that Sienna's going to be taken back to the hospital. And what I like the most is Gabby's spirit to fight. Just like Sienna has. She gives Sienna the sword, technically. And during, like, the final scene, she attacks Art, saves Sienna. And I can guarantee that in the 4th movie, she will use that sword and fight for her own. That will be so badass. I can't wait for that. She is willing to protect the people she cares about, just like Sienna. And I really like that little duality there. Unfortunately, Gabby does a shitty job at wrapping presents. You may have realized there's somebody that I neglected to mention in the small little character review section. And yeah, it's the main antagonist himself, Art Clone. He is the only character that is in all 3/4 of the movies. And there's a reason I saved him for last. There is just a lot to say about him. I'll try not to say that much because this is already long. This video is going to be so long already. It's always like a quick rundown of all the things that I like about him the most. The looming suspense that he gives you. He acts all jolly. He just f**ks with you. He just messes with you. Next time, when he's angry, he'll show you that he's angry. His little friendly smile right before he targets somebody. How he never speaks. How even when he's laughing, you can hear it. Even when he's dying, he still remains silent. That's commitment. That's one of the most horrific things ever. His big old sack of weapons. Does this have a name? Okay, the bag isn't giving a name. It's just called Art the Clown's garbage bag. I'm gonna call it the bag of weapons. His bag of weapons. His somehow inhuman ability to take mortal damage and still survive. His ability to get completely killed and revive 2 times. Those little annoyed faces that he gives. How expressive he is. You can tell whenever every single time Art pulled up is one of the movies. And just, it's perfect. That scene with him, like, freaking out over Santa. That's, like, my favorite Art scene, by the way. I love it so much. And that is what makes him my favorite horror movie antagonist. No, I won't be talking about the demon girl. She's, you know. Alright, I made a tier list, and All Hallows Eve's at the bottom because, you know, there's not that much art in it. It needs more art. Yeah, that wasn't too tier. B tier would have to be for Terrifier 1. Art is in there, but it's like a traditional movie. It's like, imagine like Ghostface, except there's no story behind who Ghostface was. And you never find out who Ghostface was because it didn't matter who Ghostface was. Terrifier 2. This was a tough choice. This was a tough choice. Put Terrifier 2 under Terrifier 3 because Terrifier 3 expands upon the characters from Terrifier 2. But Terrifier 2 did introduce the characters and show us the dynamics and everything. But on like keeping me more engaged, I'd have to say Terrifier 3 has to win that. It kept me engaged for most of the entire movie. Scenes like the bitch and douchebag are like getting on Sienna for going insane, quote unquote. You're the one that leaves her shit and you're getting mad at her. Oh yeah, and that one scene with the girl in the bedroom of the friend dying. I don't like that scene, so I put it down here. And that's, I say, goes to Terrifier 3. It shows why the demon girl is there, how to get rid of Art. It just like, it expands the story by much more. But Sienna has like terrible memories from what happened before. She's like on medication now. This is like the perfect setup into a good finale that could happen here. Like, there are 3 characters to focus on in each movie. You focus on the mom, Jonathan, and Sienna, and in Terrifier 2. In Terrifier 3, you got Sienna and Jonathan again, except Gabby's in there. Clearly, Gabby's going to be a big part of the 4th movie. Art cannot be revived, at least not right now. Sienna does not have the sword, at least not right now. We'll be able to see what's going on from Gabby's point of view. She may have like her own like little arc with the sword that she now has. That's kind of all I gotta say. I didn't expect to get this attached to the series, that I would make a video on it. I was introduced to the story from a friend, and he really likes horror movies, and I really don't like horror movies, so I'm really scared of them. And he told me about the story, and I was kind of interested. I wanted to know what happened. Like, seeing this in theaters, I'm probably gonna get like really scared. And apparently Art's backstory is in it too, I've been told. Can't wait for that. I might have missed some things because I'm not that smart, and I tried to point out what I could, like what I thought happened. Yeah, I don't believe anybody actually watched this far into the video, but if you did, thank you, I guess. Do you agree with my tier list? Do you think Terrifier 3 is better than Terrifier 2? I think Terrifier 3 is better than Terrifier 2. But yeah, that's all you're getting out of me.